What do you hope to show against this Raiders defense, your teammates, yourself, and these Browns fans with their play today?
I'm who they've been looking for. Appreciate it.
Stop scrolling, because this is not a normal athlete appearance story. This is not just Shedeur Sanders taking a vacation photo in Europe. This is a calculated global power move, and Chelsea Football Club played a major role in it. Shedeur Sanders is in London, and the Chelsea owners personally invited him and his crew to Stamford Bridge to experience a Premier League match with the full VIP treatment. Not a random invite, not a casual pop-in, a planned experience at one of the most iconic stadiums in world football. Before we break down why this matters, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because we cover the business and culture side of sports the way most people refuse to.
What do you hope to show against this Raiders defense, your teammates, yourself, and these Browns fans with their play today?
I'm who they've been looking for. Appreciate it.
Now let us be clear about what this really is. Shedeur is not lacing up to play on the pitch, but make no mistake, he is making waves. He is spreading black culture and influence globally. He is becoming a cultural ambassador and a brand powerhouse on both sides of the Atlantic. And Stamford Bridge was not just a backdrop, it was a strategic play by Chelsea. Because when you see Shedeur Sanders walking through the tunnel at Stamford Bridge, you might think it is just another celebrity cameo, but this was not random. This was orchestrated. This was Chelsea chasing an indirect endorsement and doing it the smart way. Chelsea wants something specific, and they're not hiding it anymore. They want to lock down the American market deeper than ever. The Premier League is already the most watched football league in the world, but clubs do not just want viewers, they want loyal fans. They want American kids choosing Chelsea over other clubs. They want jerseys sold in U.S. malls. They want social media growth that converts into tickets and merchandise and long-term brand value. And Shedeur Sanders is the perfect bridge.
I know he has a better closet for sure. He has a little bit more free time. Yeah, I got some more free time now. But we both have swag, you know what I'm saying? We get it from prime time. He hates to say it, but everything he try to wear, our dad already did. So he think he be doing his own thing, but where do you think you get your swag from?
He has massive influence in America, especially among younger audiences and sports fans who follow personality as much as performance. He is a walking spotlight. When he posts, it moves. When he shows up, it trends. When he speaks, it spreads. Chelsea knows that. Now let us talk about the mastermind behind this invite, Todd Boehly, the American businessman and owner of Chelsea Football Club. Boehly understands something many European executives still struggle with. If you want to win in America, you have to speak American culture. You need familiar faces. You need crossover stars. You need people who already have the audience. That is why this visit was designed the way it was. Reports say Shedeur had an employee with Shedeur throughout the entire experience, not to babysit him, to make sure everything was flawless. Every moment is smooth, every angle is right, every detail is handled. Because that is how you turn a visit into a relationship. And Chelsea went above and beyond. During his time at Stamford Bridge, Shedeur received a custom Chelsea jersey from the owners. Not just a shirt off the rack, a personalized jersey with his name and number on the back. That is not a gift. That is symbolism. That is Chelsea telling him, you belong here, and we want you connected to us. And the second Shedeur posts a photo holding that jersey, wearing Chelsea blue, showing it to millions of followers, that is worth more than traditional advertising, because it is organic. It feels real. It feels like a genuine moment, not a forced brand ad. That is the kind of marketing you cannot buy with a billboard. This is what modern sports branding looks like. Influence matters. Cultural connection matters, and Boehly understands Shedeur Sanders is not just another athlete, he is a phenomenon. And the bigger truth is this: everyone wants Shedeur right now. Every brand wants his attention. Every company wants to attach their logo to his image, because he sits at the intersection of sports culture, fashion culture, and internet culture. That is rare. You've also seen reports that Shedeur and his brother Shiloh are building major deals overseas, including fashion moves in Paris. Some outlets have attached huge numbers to those partnerships. Whether every number is exact or not, the direction is clear. Fashion houses are treating these brothers like global figures, not just athletes. And that is exactly why Chelsea wanted him at Stamford Bridge. It is not only football, it is reach, it is relevance, it is access to an audience Chelsea cannot reach with a normal commercial. Now look at the NFL side. The Cleveland Browns drafted Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round, and many people called it a steal, because even if you ignore the brand conversation, you cannot ignore the potential. His name pulls attention, but his game pulls belief. His jersey sales are strong, his engagement is strong, his ability to connect with fans is strong, and the world is starting to treat him like a headline, not a draft pick number. And that matters because it proves something. Draft position does not control your ceiling, your value does. Shedeur represents a new generation of athlete, the kind that understands branding, social media, business, partnerships, global presence. He's not waiting for permission to become big, he is moving like he already is. That is why this Stamford Bridge visit is bigger than watching a match. It highlights how sports are merging across continents. The old days were simple. NFL players stayed in football. Soccer players stayed in soccer. Brands stayed in their lanes. That era is over. Today, athletes are global citizens. They build brands worldwide. They appear in different sports spaces. They collaborate across industries because the spotlight is global now. The audience is global. The money is global. Shedeur gets it. That is why London makes sense. That is why Paris makes sense. That is why this whole European run matters. And here's the part people should respect. He is doing all of this while still focusing on becoming a great NFL player. Some people will always say endorsements distract athletes, but the smartest athletes understand the balance. Your on-field performance sustains the brand long-term. Your business moves expand the brand short-term. If you do both, you create a career that lasts decades beyond your playing days. That is the play. Chelsea inviting Shedeur is proof the sports industry is evolving. Clubs are no longer satisfied with signing players and hoping trophies create fans. They are actively building partnerships and relationships with cultural figures who can pull audiences into their ecosystem. That is exactly what Shedeur is. Chelsea saw an opportunity to create buzz, to create content, to reach young American fans who may not have chosen a club yet, and they did it in the smartest way possible. They gave him an experience, not a script. Because when Shedeur talks about Stamford Bridge, when he posts the atmosphere, when he shows the custom jersey, that message lands differently than an ad. It feels like a real connection. And for Shedeur, it's also a win. He gets to associate with one of the most prestigious clubs in world football. He builds international credibility. He expands his brand globally. He makes connections in a powerful sports circle. And he shows the world he is bigger than one league. That is a win-win. So do not reduce this to sightseeing. This was business. This was culture. This was influence. This was Chelsea and Todd Boehly making a strategic play for the American market, using one of the most visible young athletes in the country. And this was Shedeur Sanders expanding his empire while the world watches. Now I want your take. Do you think this is genius marketing by Chelsea, or do you think sports teams should stay out of influencer plays like this? And do you think Shedeur Sanders is becoming bigger than the NFL already? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're riding with Shedeur, comment SS 100%.